Jai Hind dear students, welcome back in the first module of cube and cube roots. So in this module we are going to discuss exercise 7.1. So let's start. Which of the following numbers are perfect cubes? Okay, so the first question is 216. So we have to check this number is a perfect cube or not. For that we have to do prime factorization of 216. Since 216 is an even number, so it is divisible by 2. So 2 ones are 2, then 1, 2 zeros are 0, 1 is left, it becomes 16. 2 eights are 16. Okay, then 2 fives are 10, 2 fours are 8, then 2 twos are 4, and it becomes 14. 2 sevens are 14, then 3 nines are 27, then 3 threes are 9, and 3 ones are 3. So this is the prime factorization of 216. We have to write 216 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. Since all the prime factors form triplets, so 216 is a perfect cube. Okay, the same way we have to check the second part, 128. In 128, the prime factorization of 128 is like this way. So after doing the prime factorization of 128, we'll get 128 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, so after taking in triplet, we form triplet of 2's 2 times, and 2 is left. Okay, so here we will write 2 is left after grouping 2's in triplet, hence 128 is not a perfect cube. Okay, this is not a perfect cube. So this is the answer. Like this way you have to solve the rest of the question of first part. Now come to the next. This is the second question. Find the smallest number by which each of the following numbers must be multiplied to obtain a perfect cube. So the first part is 243. So we will do the prime factorization of 243 and we'll get 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. Okay, like this. So 243 can be written as 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3, right? So since 3 into 3, the triplet of this 3 is left, so if we multiply both the side by 3, we will get a perfect cube. So multiply both the sides by 3 to make a perfect cube. Okay, so in answer we will write 3 is multiplied to the number. 3 is multiplied. Okay, if we multiply both the side by 3, so it becomes 243 into 3 is equal to 3 into 3 into 3, then again 3 into 3 into 3. So the triplet is completed here. Okay, now this is the second part of that question, 675. So after doing the prime factorization of 675, we'll get 675 is equal to 3 into 3 into 3 into 5 into 5. So as we see, triplet of 3 is completed, but triplet of 5 is left. Okay, so if we multiply both the side by 5, we will get a perfect cube. So write down, multiply both the side by 5. So multiply both the side by 5, we'll get 675 into 5 is equal to 3 into 3 into 3 into 5 into 5 into 5. Okay, so triplet of 3 is completed and triplet of 5 is completed. Now the answer is 5 is multiplied. In answer we'll write 5 is multiplied. Okay, come to the next. In third question, find the smallest number by which each of the following numbers must be divided, so obtain a perfect cube. So here we have to divide, okay, to get a perfect cube. So first part is 81. So we will do the prime factorization again in 81, and after doing prime factorization we will get 81 is equal to 3 into 3 into 3 and into 3. As we get the triplet of 3, one triplet is completed but 3 is left. So if suppose 3 is not here, 3 is not left, then it becomes a perfect cube. So for that, if we divide both the side by 3, we will get a perfect cube. So we'll write here, divide both the side by 3. So divide both the side by 3, we get 81 by 3 and 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 upon 3. So this 3 and this 3 is cancelled. So we will get a triplet of 3, 3 into 3 into 3. So in answer we will write the number is divided by 3. The number is divided by 3. The number means 81 is divided by 3. Okay, come to the next part, the fifth part. Same way, 704, we will do the prime factorization of 704 and we'll get 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 11. So triplet of 2 is completed here. Here also triplet of 2 completed. Okay, now 11 is left in this. So if we divide both the side by 11, we will get a perfect cube. So we may write divide both the side by 11. So in answer we will write on dividing 704 by 11, we get a perfect cube. Okay. So this way we have to do rest of the part of this question by your own. So this is the last question of this exercise, question number 4. Parikshit makes a cuboid of a plasticine of sides 5 cm, 2 cm and 5 cm. So how many such cuboids will he need to form a cube? Okay, so we need to find out how many such type of cuboid is taken to form a perfect cube. So for that, first of all, we will find out the volume of that given cuboid. So volume of that given cuboid is length into breadth into height. So 5 centimeter, 2 centimeter and 5 centimeter are length, breadth and height respectively. So we may write volume is equal to 5 into 2 into 5. Okay, but since this is not a cube, this not forms a cube, to make it a perfect cube we need to multiply both the sides by 2 into 2 to make the triplet of 2 and into 5 to make the triplet of 5, means 2 times 2 and 1 times 5 we need. So we multiply both the sides by 2 into 2 into 5, that is 20, to make the perfect cube. So as we multiply 2 into 2 into 5 into V, and here also 5 into 2 into 5 and into 2 into 2 into 5. So this may written as 2 2s are 4, 5s are 20. 20V is equal to the triplet of 2 into 2 into 2 and triplet of 5 into 5 into 5 can be written like this way. So this form a perfect cube. So in final answer what we'll write, 20 such cubes we need, hence we need 20 such cuboid to make it a cube. Okay, so like this way the exercise is over, and rest of the question you have to do by your own. Okay students, have a nice day and bye bye.